Ramos. It's been charged down by Cheslin Kolbe.
This is what you love. He takes a long time in his wind-up, and this guy is super quick.
If we mention the words skill, tries, steps, speed, clutch, what player comes to your mind? Definitely among those names that are storing through your mind right now is Cheslin Kolbe, South Africa's skillful wing. Known for being rather small but extremely rapid and strong, let's take a look at this great player's best plays, starting with some at the Springboks. What would your dream be if you happen to play for your national team? Well, that's definitely scoring a try, isn't it? Well, Kolbe scored his first try with the Springboks in only his second test match, and against no other than the All Blacks in the Rugby Championship. And what a try that was! Intercepting a ball from Anton Lienert-Brown and running half a field, showcasing all his speed before a spectacular finish. It was just a stunning way to get his international career started.
Just before half-time, but he's back there. Intercept! Kolbe! And
we all know by now that Kolbe went on to score multiple tries with the national team, but there are some in particular that are worth admiring. For example, these two amazing tries during a match against Japan. The first one, receiving the ball wide open and making one of his trademark steps to evade a defender and enter the end goal. Later on in the match, Kolbe intercepted a ball and ran 90 meters to Japan's scoring zone at a breathtaking speed for his second conquest.
Yeah, you're not going to stop Cheslin Kolbe. He runs away for his second try.
Another excellent performance by the hot stepper, as he's called, was a match against Italy, during which he scored two magnificent tries as well. The first one, receiving the ball from Willie LaRue near the touchline. He somehow managed to avoid two defenders with a mixture of skill and speed, and ended up scoring the try to open the scoreline. Afterwards, in the second half, he scored his second try of the night after a kick from his number 10 Handré Pollard, not only showcasing his speed, but also great understanding of the game. Not to even mention his ball control after the bounce. Those are some crazy skills. Something many players wish to do during their international careers, once they have already played for their national team and score international tries, is having the opportunity to play against a historic team like the British and Irish Lions. During the Lions tour around South Africa in 2021 to play against the reigning world champions, Kolbe had the chance to play for the Springboks and score a try during the third and final match of the series. Trailing by 4 points at the time, Kolbe scored a magnificent try, running along the touchline and evading a few tackles before diving into the end goal. Let's now switch our focus to his club career. If he scored those tries with the national team, imagine what he must have done with his club, where he plays week in, week out. Let's take a look at some of his best club plays, especially during the last few years in France, playing at Toulouse. It's worth mentioning that once the World Cup is over, he will play for Suntory Goliath in Japan. Let's start with something a bit different. By now you might be thinking, Kolbe is great. He runs, makes jaw-dropping steps, scores amazing tries, but he does even more than that. In a match against La Rochelle in 2021, he scored a drop goal from 50 meters away. How stunning is that? Against La Rochelle, but during a posterior match in 2023, he scored what is arguably one of his best tries to date after an astonishing individual play. As part of a counterattack, Kolbe avoided one defender with a great step, and then went on to make a kick, catch it in the air, and make his way into the end goal to seal the play in style. It doesn't get much better than that. During that same match, he scored another try, which was also very good. On a play originating from a scrum, after a kick towards the touchline from one of his teammates, Kolbe ran and managed to score in incredible fashion. Apart from these plays in particular, it was overall an outstanding match from Kolbe. Here are some of the highlights.
Garde le sens avec Castoy qui attaque la ligne. Bonne alternance de la part du demi d'ouverture Rochelet. Récupération lancée. Belle technique individuelle de Dylan Yates derrière. Jean-Parlo dans le fermé, encore une fois Antonio en pivot avec un 2-2. Il a gagné son duel. Boudéan est passé par le sol.
There's one last try against La Rochelle which is worth taking a look at. It happens that Kolbe's a rather small player, which leads people to think he might not be as strong. However, take a look at this try and how he evades multiple tackles thanks to his physical strength. That's insane. That match was also a stellar performance from him in every aspect of the game.
C'est directement crochet intérieur, et là la vitesse fait la différence, les appuis, c'est West qui n'arrive pas à garder là.
Let's now switch to another opponent. We have nothing personal with La Rochelle at the end of the day. So, another of Kolbe's great tries was against Bath in 2022. During the play, he caught a kick from his scrum half in a quick free kick play and managed to score the conquest, once again showing incredible speed. Now, let's take a look at something different again. I mean, it's another try this time, but take a look at what he did against Stade François in Paris. Intercepting a ball with his foot, he managed to assist himself, and aided by his masterful speed, he turned that defensive play into a conquest for his team, catching the whole Stade François team by surprise. Against Clermont in 2018, Kolbe scored another one for the top of his list. After slipping with two defenders a meter away, he managed to quickly stand up and somehow break the defensive line and evade a few tackles along the way to score an insane try. This is another showing of how fast-footed he is. It's just mind-blowing. Against Ulster in 2020, he made another one of his great individual plays. Running along the touchline to avoid being taken out of the field, he made a kick towards the end goal and outran all the defense to score. Though there was a little suspense as the opponent's number 10 almost caught him on the line, it was a wonderful try. Finally, there's one more play in Kolbe's career that's worth mentioning. One would think this is the most important try in his professional career. And to take a look at this, we'll need to go back to his international career with the Springboks and throw it back to the 2019 Rugby World Cup final match against England. Winning by 13 points 7 minutes before the end of the match, Kolbe had the possibility to confirm South Africa's victory, scoring the second try of the night on a play where he was alone against 3 English players and somehow managed to evade their tackles and make it into the in goal to score. While his reaction was very professional, one can tell by the reaction of the people and his teammates how important this try was. Which is your favorite Cheslin Kolbe play?
To try only one thing to do, get into this man's hands, one-on-one, gets away from one of the best defenders in the world, stands him up and he's over KT.
Well, Cheslin Kolbe, remember, is running on one ankle, couldn't go last week in the semi-final, can go in the final. Cheslin Kolbe is top shelf.
Yeah, ball was out.
Cyril Bay tries another little flick, doesn't work this time. Peter Stephentoy gives it to Jesse Creel. On goes Kolbe, it's in his stride. Penno can't get him. When will this stop? Please don't let it.
Never mind this being worthy of a World Cup final. Can the World Cup final be this good? I don't know if it can. So much pressure from that South African line speed when the French can't turn them.